Alrighty, good evening and welcome to Mac Beans Cottage Fitness Farms and Prepping Wildlife. So what I'm doing is I'm giving my plant a hearty watering because it's been dry and it tends to, when you have like 3 or 4 days of no water in that, you got to give them something to drink. I was hoping we'd get some rain going, but it moved to the north and south and east and west of us. But we didn't get any significant amounts. Now I do have a lot of red tomatoes, so I'm probably going to have to come out here tomorrow morning and pick a lot of them. Might even be doing some canning this weekend. It is now when the garden starts to get into full swing. Give you an idea just how thirsty the ground's getting. So in here I have to do pretty heavy watering. Now, you try to fit all this stuff at one time, and it gets tricky. It really does. I did some mowing. I finally got 8 hours of sleep. I have not gotten 8 hours of sleep since probably Sunday. And today is Wednesday night. So it was really needed. And it was affecting me. I probably lifted a little bit lighter yesterday because of it. But, you know, it was important not to miss the workout. So, dinner was ready, but I was still a little full from having my shake. So I figured, well, get a little mowing done, get some of the garden watered. Probably not going to get everything watered, but I just want to hit some key areas. And then, I'm getting some big cracks in the ground. That's a sure sign that things are getting a wee dry. What I try to do is I try to hit a few plants, so my pepper plants, my jalapeno plants. I'll hit a few of those before I go in and get myself a full meal. The whole idea is to really saturate the ground so I don't have to come back out and do it again tomorrow. You know, good, healthy watering should be good for a few days. And then if you get a rain, well, then that really helps everything out, because water from the hose is okay, but it's not rain. Rain is far more healthier for your plants. You will see the growth potential increase exponentially with a good, heavy, solid rain versus just doing what I'm doing right now, which is basically keeping them alive. Keeping enough moisture in there so the plants don't die off on me. The workout went really well. Had a little fun with my It Ain't AI. The Matrix is fine one. Some people have seen the humor in it. And there's a little stuff in the background that a lot of people have not caught on to. But I had a lot of references to a couple sci-fi movies there. And if you did catch on to it, go ahead and share. But, you know, something like the movie Airplane and that, the stuff in the background, sometimes that's as interesting or funny as the movie itself. At least, that was my attempt. So right now I'm just pouring a lot of water in the area. Hopefully this will spurt the plants up. I can see I have a lot of tomatoes. So I'm going to come out here and probably pick a whole bushel come tomorrow. But I want the water to get in there, and that'll make them a little bit healthier. Now, when the garden gets fully grown like this, you literally almost can spend an hour out here watering. Yeah, I mean, really can. That's how thirsty the soil gets. And as much as I would like to spend that much time with you all, I really don't have it. I've been playing around with my tablet and uploading with that. But man, the tablet is so slow compared to the phone. It's like I'd be better off with another phone than a tablet. But the tablets are cheaper. I think I got it for $189 a couple of years ago on one of the special Amazon day sales. So there's that. Whew, boy, this garden is dry. I should have came out and did it yesterday, but I'll tell you what, you know, not getting sleep will really affect you. I mean, I could tell the last couple days at work, I was having a rough time of it. 3-4 hours of sleep just is not enough. And here I'm desperately trying to stay awake while I'm at work. And, energy drinks just doesn't do it. I mean, it's not good, because then I'm dead tired and then I'm wired at the same time. It's not a good feeling. It's kind of like the worst of both worlds. One thing, one supervisor loved the jalapenos I brought him, which is good because I'll have plenty. And I will have to start dropping some off at the family restaurant, Lamex, out here in Pontiac, Illinois. So if you want a good meal and great service, then go see my amigos at Lamex in Pontiac. So Raquel, I sent you. Good food, good tequila, and great service. If I was a rich man, I'd probably eat dinner there every night. It'd be a little heavier. But they're very good people. Known them now going on, probably 25 years. When they first opened up. That was one of the first places we went to. So here I'm just trying to get everything watered. And you can see it's been quite dry. And this should perk them up. I'm not getting them as heavily watered as I would like to, but it'll be working. Big shout out to Michael at the Body Beatdown. If you haven't followed his channel, please do. Old School Fitness, just about an hour and a half south of me. And Jim Rock, about an hour and a half north of me, who I got to work out with. And I do want to work out with Old School Fitness, and then one of these days I do want to take a trip down to Tennessee and get a workout with Michael there at the Body Beatdown. Kind of some of my little, mini bucket lists to do. It's really cool when you get to work out with somebody that's, followed you online and they get to talk about each other's workouts and their goals and everything. Saturday I had a fantastic session with Jim and Josh, and we had Tony join in. A lot of people say, well, I want to come down and work out with you and see these weights. Hey, you're more than welcome to come out and work out with me. I got no problem with that. More the merrier. Let's make it a party. So I'm actually getting a little bit more watering than I thought I was going to get done. And I feel so much better because of the rest. I usually get to sleep about 8 o'clock. I wake up at 9:30. Wake up at 10:30, I wake up at 11:30, I wake up at 12:30, I'm like, okay, I'm done. So what I've done differently, and I had done something differently, is, I carry a lot of vitamins and minerals in my bag. So around 5 in the morning at work, I took a couple of magnesiums, just generic ones, something you'd buy at your Walmart. And when I got home at 6:30, I took 2 magnesium glucamates and 2 magnesium thiolates. And I took them with water because I found out that the calcium in milk interferes with it, with the absorption. So, a lot of times people say, well, the stuff just passes through your system. And you can be right if you don't do some research and see exactly how it needs to be done. And a lot of times that's it. It just has to be done in a certain way. So I did get me a lot of water here in the garden. I hope everybody's enjoying my videos. Enjoying my trip to set the all-time world record. That is my goal. And come September 21st, my goal is to at least beat my personal best in competition, which so far is 202.5 kilos or 446.4 pounds. So if I can break that, that will be a win. And by December, I haven't done it in September, I want to take the whole, the whole record. A lot of times people say, well, the AAU or the SPDW or and there's 1,000 federations. Record is only this. How can you be doing that? Well, because I compete against openpowerlifting.org. That's the one I'm competing with. And that takes all the lists from all the federations. And it says, here's where you're at. And right now I'm currently tied with a bunch of others for 5th. So there's a bunch of us that could do this. But what I want to do is I want to improve at least till 3rd place so I can update my record. And then by summer I want to be number 1. So wish me luck. If you want to support the station, like, share, comment. You can also contribute, and you can contribute through my PayPal account, which I have in the description also, because YouTube takes about 40% of the contributions. So remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, hydration, and just get in the gym and lift. And Bing says it's time to get in the house.